stay tuned for more of Love Connection.
Our next guest has agreed to let our audience decide who he should go out with. We're going to meet him right now. His interests include desert biking and eating at fine restaurants, and he admits that he doesn't take criticism very well. He prefers that his dates wear makeup, and he says that he meets a lot of women while he's working. Please welcome John Mills. Hi, John. Nice to meet you. Have a seat. Well, let's define a lot of women. You say you meet a lot of women. How is that?
Well, Chuck, during my job for about the last 4 or 5 years, I've been doing plumbing work, and I meet a lot of fine ladies doing, you know, my job at their house.
Fixing their sinks and stuff
yeah,
like that.
Yeah, you bet. And I don't know, we just I seem to hit it off with them pretty good, and sometimes I wonder if it's me they really like or the darn good job I do on their pipes.
Well, yeah, that'll
I don't know.
Cause you to pause and meditate there.
Yeah.
Now, most men don't like women who wear makeup, but you're different. Is that it? Why?
No, I think all women are hideous without makeup. I mean, I'll tell you, even the prettiest girl can, you know, they take off their makeup, you know, they lose their eyes, they lose their lips, everything. It looks like something out of a horror show. I mean, my ex-fiance was, she was so bad without makeup, her dad wouldn't even let her out of the house. I'm not kidding you. That's the truth.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to show you portions of the videotapes that John saw. Now, remember, he agreed to let the audience choose his date, so watch carefully. You're going to choose it. First, there was Julie. Her favorite pastimes are baseball, skiing, and riding her bike. Now, she says that she loves to be the center of attention, and she tries to avoid men who are too neat, and here's why.
Most guys that tend to be so particular about keeping themselves clean and neat are real perfectionist people. You know, their house is going to be spotless. You know, it's not even going to look lived in. You know, you have to take your shoes off before you enter and stuff. You know, so I just want somebody who's more natural.
All right. Next, there was Jennifer. She recently moved here from Dayton, Ohio. She enjoys backpacking and playing cards. She describes herself as attractive but not beautiful, and she thinks that an asset when it comes to meeting men. Here's why.
There are so many beautiful women that will be sitting in a bar, and they'll have the long blonde hair, and they're beautiful, and they might be really nice people, but they end up, you know, people want to approach them. Men are afraid to approach them, you know? And, I mean, I think it's, I wouldn't want to be that good looking, because I think it would be more difficult to get through life.
All right. Finally, you watched Renee. Her hobbies include softball and deep-sea fishing. She dates about 3 times a month, and she thinks that her social life would improve if her lips were thinner. All right. Make that her hips were thinner. Okay. Well, at the end of the week, I started losing my eyesight. Anyway, she wants thinner hips, and she had a permanent tan, and here's the type of man she's attracted to.
Sylvester Stallone's body, Lee Horsley's face, you know, Bruce Willis's personality on Moonlighting. Somewhere like that, a little mix. You know, it's like the brawnier the guys are, the nicer they are to hold. It's like holding big old teddy bear.
Wanting thin hips, not thin lips. You bet, John. You've seen his 3 choices, and it's time for you to make your choice. Now, who do you think would be the best lady for you? Go. They picked Renee, 45%. Okay? So we'll see you back here in a few weeks, and you can tell us all about your day with Renee.
Great.
Okay?
Thanks a lot, Chuck.
All right, that's our show for today. We'll be back next time with more singles trying to make a love connection. I'm Chuck Woolery. I hope all your dates are good ones.
If you're 23 or older and want to be on Love Connection, please call 213-659-6210. Call now. Guests on Love Connection will receive one of the following.
Thank you very much. Welcome to the show. Let's get started by meeting our first guest. He was here a few weeks ago. The audience selected a date for him. He enjoys dancing and camping in the desert. He admits that he doesn't take criticism very well, and he claims that being a plumber is a great way to meet women. Please welcome John Mills. obvious question is, why is a plumber such a good way to meet women? So,
Well,
there
Chuck.
you have it.
Okay. I find sometimes when I go out on my plumbing jobs, make my house calls here, the parents of a lot of, they have these daughters, you know, and...
That happens sometimes.
You know, just sometimes. Well, they seem to sometimes try to set me up with their daughters. I don't know what they're thinking. Maybe they're figuring they'll get a plumbing break, you know, on their bill, or with an in-law. Well, hey, if they're good looking enough, I'll
Sure,
work
give
something
them a
out.
little break. And you run into a lot of people who think plumbers charge too much. They're getting about as much as surgeons an hour now. I mean,
Yeah, this one guy was barking so bad about his bill one time. As a matter of fact, he did have a really good-looking daughter. And I said to him, I'll give you 20% off if I can go out with your daughter. So I did, and we went out for about 4 months, and
worked out really well.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah, a lot of fun.
But, now, you were talking about criticisms you have a hard time taking. A particular kind that you have trouble with?
Well, I know I'm kind of short. I'm like 5'8". And sometimes if a girl will give me a hard time about my height, I'll start finding things about her to, you know, like her chest or her... or her feet, toenails, whatever. And if I can't find anything, I'm going to make something up. I'm not going to let them get that.
Do you have a problem being 5'8"? I mean, does it bother you at all?
No, well, it's never kept me back from anything.
Yeah.
You know, I've always been able to do anything a 6-foot guy could do.
Well, anyway, John agreed to let the audience choose his date. We're going to show everybody the 3 women they had to choose from. First, there was Julie, and she says that she loves to be attention. And next, there was Jennifer, and Jennifer describes herself as attractive, but not beautiful. Finally, Renee. Renee thinks that her social life would improve if her hips were thinner and she had a permanent tan. I don't know why. Audience that day picked one of those women for John, and we're going to meet her, but we're going to do it in 2 minutes and 2 seconds. Be right back. All right, we're back. Why don't you remind us who the audience chose? I forgot.
Renee.
Renee. Renee Payable. She's backstage. Say hello to her. Hi, Renee.
How are you?
How are you?
Okay.
Make yourself at home back there, and here we go. Tell me about the date.
So I was talking to her on the phone, and she had commented to me that she didn't wear much makeup, and myself, I like girls that wear makeup. As a matter of fact, they look hideous without makeup. I mean, they take their makeup off, you know, they lose their face, you know, it just gets blank. And I'm thinking to myself here, I got in store for me a blank-faced monster I got to go out with, you know. So.
Well, what was your impression of John, Renee, on the phone?
Not much. I mean, he was too busy trying to impress me with his materialistic, you know, what he has and what he doesn't have, and how
like
many
spanner
women.
wrenches and stuff?
You got it. I mean, I just bought a house in San Clemente, and I would love to go show it to you, type stuff.
Okay.
Well, before I saw her,
Yeah, well, what happened then?
I get there, and it didn't look like she really took too much time to get ready.
Why should I?
She said she just got off dirt bike riding, okay?
It was a lot funner.
Well, when I saw her,
Just love to kick off my Mondays like this, I'll tell you.
no, to me, she looked, you know, she had wide hips, kind of a plain face.
Oh, John, gee, I mean, Renee doesn't look bad at all. What did you think of John when you saw him?
Definitely not my type. I like a muscular man. You know, just something to grab onto and hold onto. John did not look like that kind of a guy. He was a little wimpy and short and very feminine looking, you know.
Boy, this is not going well at all.
Yeah,
I
well,
can tell.
well, it gets better.
Oh, good. Well, now what happens next?
We go to get in my car, and so she didn't want to go in my car, so we went in hers.
What was wrong with his car?
He brought his family.
His family? What do you
Yeah,
mean?
all his aunts.
His aunts?
He opened up the door, and there was ants swarming all over the passenger
Oh,
seat.
gee.
I thought I I would bring her some friends
Oh, come on.
along.
No,
Listen, Hebbie.
no, don't start.
No,
Okay,
don't
that's
start.
enough. No, that's enough. All right.
What had happened, why the ants were in there, was because the night before I was on a date, and it was a fun date, and she spilled a Coke.
And he told me it was his cousin.
Well, yeah, well, okay. Well, so you go on. Where did you finally go? I mean, we haven't even gotten on this date yet.
Okay, well, we went, I took her hot air balloon riding.
Well, that sounds
Okay.
like fun. Did you enjoy that?
Oh, it was great. I wanted to go balloon riding for a long time, so I was real impressed with that.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, but when we were 3,300 feet up and I took one look at her, I was seriously thinking of jumping out.
I was going to help him. I'm going to help you, John.
Now you went through the balloon ride.
Okay, so we made our landing, then I wanted to take her out to dinner. Well, I was going to take her out to dinner. And my
did you go to
cousin,
dinner?
yeah, okay, my cousin has this place right on the water. It's a nice restaurant, and it's right next to a mortuary, and I figured what a better place to take a dead date, you know, so...
I've had just about all of this I'm going to take. Renee, how'd the date end?
Oh, well, he asked me if he needed to use the restroom. I said, sure, go ahead. So when he went into the restroom, came back out, I had the front door open for him, and the screen, I said, bye, John.
I cleared it up. I guess it's safe to assume you want to go out with Renee again.
No.
Okay. Well, Renee, I'm sorry that things didn't work out as far as the love connection, but we do have a gift for you. Maybe we'll see you again under better circumstances.
I hope so.
Okay. And when the audience chooses a date and it doesn't work out, we offer a date with one of the other two women. So we're going to take a look at them again. First was Julie, and she said that she loves to be the center of attention. And then the other one was Jennifer. She describes herself as attractive but beautiful. And John, if you'd like to, you can have a date with one of those two, and we'll pay for it.
Well, Jennifer looks like a lady.
And so you're going to go out with Jennifer?
Yes.
Okay. It's not that funny, Chuck. Anyway, we'll pick up the tab, and we're going to come right back with another couple. Stay with us.